That song brings back so many memories. It's so long since I've actually heard that song. But I want to introduce you to the artist that made that song. He's here. He's sitting opposite me right now. He's in the studio. So I'm going to allow him to introduce himself to you, the audience. So whenever you're ready.
Come on, it's your boy James Aaron. I'm a UK R&B artist, South East London, representing. Good to be here, my bro.
Welcome. It's been...
Yeah, finally.
Well overdue, right?
Yeah,
it's
finally.
well overdue.
Finally, man.
I don't know why we haven't had the chance to do this before, but yeah, it's weird.
Do you know what? Everything has its time, you know?
That's what they say, and time's now.
Yeah, time's now.
Let people know who you are. Well, you know, people know who you are and what you do, but give people a bit of an introduction to you, like, you know, your background, who is James Aaron, what did you do before music, that sort of thing.
Do you know what? I've actually always done music, you know?
When you were in primary school, you were doing music?
No. So, like, I started singing at 5. Well, at least that's what my mum told me. Mm-hmm. And then I sang in, like, choirs and stuff. But I didn't know that I could actually sing. And, like, it wasn't until I was, like, a teenager, probably around 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
That I remember having a conversation with my gran.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was like, I want to be a pilot. Or like an architect or something like that.
Yeah.
And then she said to me, but you can sing though. Mm-hmm. If I could sing, I would do something about it. And from there, I just thought, yeah, you know what?
How old were you at the time?
I was like 13, 14.
Okay. All right. So at that time, you had no feeling towards any form of music, anything like that. You would listen to music, and your grandma was making music or singing, so you'd hear her singing. I'd imagine she plays a lot of music in the house.
My mum was always playing music, like a music.
So did you say your gran or your mum?
No, so in terms of my gran,
she was the one that said that she can sing. So
no, she said if she could sing.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right, okay.
But from primary school, like music was like always in me, like hip hop, definitely R&B. That was like in me. That was in my household, like 24/7. Yeah. So me being an artist is great, but before I was ever an artist or a singer, I was like a lover of music. And I think that's one of the most important things, if I'm honest.
What were you listening to at 13, 14, early days, early teens?
Early teens.
Before you started singing?
What was I listening to? Probably what my mum was listening to.
Oh, really? Okay.
Do you know what? I used to love people like Jamiroquai.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I used to love like Music Soul Child, Drew Hill, a little bit of Jodeci as well, like proper R&B guy.
I had this conversation only a couple of days ago. Who do you prefer, Drew Hill or Jodeci?
I prefer Drew Hill.
I said that, and people don't like that answer.
No, they don't. But the reason why I prefer Drew Hill is because it's...
I get why people say Jodeci.
I suppose it's more like a personal thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I get why people say Jodeci, but for me, I don't know why. I can't actually put my finger on it, but I'd always say Drew Hill. But I don't know why.
Drew Hill, but I get why people say Jodeci because they have like a similar sound, but obviously Jodeci was the original.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, but for me, I'm like, music like Drew Hill had bangers.
Yeah, no, definitely. But the argument was so did Jodeci. So you can't really win. Yeah. Fair. Okay, cool. But other than the music, when you were in your school, you only started singing at about 13, 14 then in your school. When did you actually start singing to a point where people knew you were a singer? Because obviously when you first started, I guess you're in your bedroom and nobody knows. Yeah,
so like, the funny thing is, my friends at that age, they would actually get me to sing on their voicemails and stuff.
This is what, right? Okay, okay. So people don't know. So back in so the younger audience won't know that when we had first got our mobile phones, and everyone thinks that mobile phones were a thing. Like, so there's a time where there's no mobile phones.
Yeah.
So when you got the mobile phones, and then you had you left your voicemail, you'd either play a song. And then you cut the song out, hi, it's me, James Aaron, or whatever you're going to say.
Yeah.
Or people might get you to sing as the singer, and then they believe their little deep voice, even though their voice ain't deep. Hi, it's me. Just leave a message after the... That's what everyone was doing.
Well, like, they would get me to sing, and then they would say that it was them that was singing.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah. I loved it though because I was like,
that's hilarious. Them big lies.
And then like
so this wasn't for the voicemail, so they'll be phoning people up.
No. So like there was a time where because it was actually 1-to-1 them days, or like T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And there was a time where like their whole voicemail thing messed up, and I suppose it was the equivalent of a voice note now. But what you could do back then is actually phone, wait for the phone to go to voicemail, or no, you would actually press something, it will go straight to voicemail, and then you would actually leave your message.
What? So
and then they would leave you a message back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So you could phone somebody, but rather than have them answer the call, you'd leave them a message.
Leave them a message.
Hey, why would you do that? Why would you phone someone to leave them a message? That's crazy. I guess it's a voice message.
Do you know what? I think it was free at the time. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. That's mad.
Yeah, because if you have pay as you go, which we all have pay as you go.
Yeah. 7 to 7.
Yeah.
7 to 7. These kids will never know.
Yeah.
Wait until 7 o'clock, boy.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. Wait till 7
Yeah,
o'clock.
but I had to use my mum's phone. Yeah. Yeah, but and then after that, probably around like 15, 16, I started really singing, like doing talent shows and winning talent shows and stuff.
Okay.
And that's when like everyone knew that, okay, he's the singer.
Yeah. Where did you grow up? What area?
I grew up, first lived in Peckham, then...
Don't lie, where in Peckham do you live?
We lived on the Gloucester Grove estate, so like it was kind of like North Peckham sort. So
I grew up in Yellow Brick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
so we lived there for a little bit, and then we actually moved to Dulwich, and then
so what school did you go then growing up? Primary school?
I went to St John's and St Clement's School.
Oh, I don't know. Where was that?
So that's Dulwich. So it's like right near Goose Green Park.
Oh, so down by the roundabout is that by the roundabout where the leisure centre was? Is that?
It's right near there.
Yeah. Okay. So I went to St Anthony's on Barry Road. So,
Barry Road, okay.
Yeah, so on top of there, because I wasn't allowed to go to school in Peckham because it was too rough. So Mum said, you go in Dulwich. What secondary school did you go?
I went to Forest Hill School.
Did you?
Yeah.
No way. So I went Bonus Pasta.
Where?
Bonus Pasta. Yeah, nobody knows dead school, right? Bonus Pasta. So you know down. So you know Mallory.
Mallory.
You know Sergio.
Sergio, yeah.
Okay, so not too far past Sergio, there's a school called Bonus Pasta. This is how dead my school is. Some Bonus Pasta was so we used to always get in arguments with Mallory and Sergio, but we were the weaker school.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just up by Downham. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. So you at Forest Hill Boys?
Yeah, Forest Hill Boys.
And you can't, okay, right. Disrespecting my schoolboy about who? Out of order. No ratings whatsoever.
I was like, who's that, bro?
But yeah, I know the because I used to be in Sydenham all the time, so I know I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you were singing in school, and okay, all right. So did you do any talent shows in school?
Yeah, so when I was in sixth form, we had one talent show. I think it was like the school's first talent show.
Okay.
And I won that one, and then that obviously like boosted my confidence.
Sure, yeah, okay.
And literally, like after that, I just started doing a lot of talent shows in like Peckham. I done one in Wandsworth, and I started to get good at it. Where like for me, I would literally go online and see, okay, if I win this talent show, how much is it paying?
Okay.
And then I'll do it, I win it, and then get the money. But I wasn't really working them days, so that was kind of my mentality.
Yeah. No, fair. Of course, fair. What's the biggest prize that you, or let's say the best, or your best? No, let's say your favorite prize, rather than putting money on it. What's your favorite prize that you won from a talent show?
Well, back then they were just more giving money in it. So like, one time I won £500.
Jeez, come on.
Yeah.
Is it just on one night, or do you have to go back for different rounds of
No.
One night and £500?
Yeah, £500.
Come on.
Yeah.
You gassed it there, don't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How old were you then? Do you remember?
I was probably like 17.
And you won 500. Imagine that, just leaving your house, say, yeah, I'll come back. Oh, your mum just got my little £500 anyway, yeah.
Especially back then as well. Right?
Of course, yeah, it's big money. That is massive.
Especially
even all now, like you go to a talent show, you ain't getting £500 half these places.
No.
You'd be lucky if they pay you even to perform a little bit.
Yeah.
Mad. Okay, all right.
Yes, mad.
What was it like back then performing in comparison to shows now? Because people would talk about, talking about money and people going to perform and there's no money involved. A lot of the time it's a case of, oh no, but you're here for the exposure. And what was the difference then to now? Obviously there's more music out now, there's more artists now, I'd imagine. Better production on songs and whatnot. So is it more competition out there?
There is definitely more competition now because it's the time of the independent artist. So you got like so many artists now releasing music. So there's a lot more competition. There's definitely a lot more people that's willing to do stuff for free. And I don't mind that. Like you have to get exposure, you have to learn. But I do think there's a line sometimes of like, you have to know your worth because there's people that will just get away with that forever. Yeah,
100%.
But like, it's important though. Like, I don't like. For me, I was doing talent shows, so there was always like a prize involved. But if you're an artist and you're trying to get yourself out there, like money shouldn't be the main thing that you're thinking about first.
Facts. But
that's mad.
To a degree, you have to get some sort of money for your travel, your time, especially if you're traveling far. So there are times where an artist will say, yeah, but I need a little something, even if it's like travel money, whatever it might be. So from your experience and with your advice to any up and coming artist, what would you suggest is a time where you weigh it up and say, well, this is a time where you take the hit and say, I'm not going to ask for any money because it is for the exposure and for the practice effectively. But then there are times where you say, well, no, at this point now, something's got to give, like there's got to be a little bit of money involved. How do you balance that?
I mean, for me, it's about the event. Like it depends where you are in your career. You know, if you have built your profile to like a certain place, then you can start asking for money and all that stuff. And that's not to say you can't do it before, but it's a bit trickier because I done something like last year. It was actually Peter Collins, and there's probably like around 500 people there. I didn't get paid for that, but I'm like, that's
the exposure. But you look at it as practice as well.
I didn't look at that one as practice because that felt like
a real performance,
a much bigger event. But there's others that are practice. But then I've had practice ones, and I'm like, I probably won't do that again. But
when I say practice, because there's practice where like it is an event, but you're now there's performing in front of like 100 people and there's 500 people. It's a big difference, especially the equipment, the acoustics, the band, whatever it might be. So it's practicing in terms of you're now getting used to different equipment, different sounds, different environments, dealing with different people. So effectively it comes down to practice of a sort.
Yeah. And if you're performing in front of 10 people and you mess up, it's only 10 people.
Yeah.
So you kind of watch that back and think, I'll probably improve that, whatever.
Yeah.
And then obviously the next performance you improve. But yeah, I've definitely done certain shows where I'm like, I probably wouldn't do that again.
Give me an example.
I remember doing one, where was it? It was at Bots Park, Shoreditch. And it was kind of like an open mic sort of thing. I'm like baiting this whole thing up, but like, they were just...
Shout out Record Box, go on.
Oh, was it?
No, I don't know. I'm taking a guess.
No.
Okay.
It went.
Yeah, go on.
No.
Big up Record Box though. Love their stuff. Go on.
It was actually someone else, but
it wasn't the Sunday, was it? On the grass?
No.
Okay.
No. I think it was. It was a weekday, but yeah, like I'd done it, and I kind of know my age group now as well. They were definitely below my age group.
Yeah.
And a lot of the singers, they were kind of like starting as well.
Okay.
You know, so they needed that support. For me, where I am and for how long I've been doing music for, it just wasn't the right fit for me personally.
Yeah.
I supported like all of the artists.
Yeah.
And it wasn't to say that, okay, I'm way too big for that, but as an artist, you have to know where you are though.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's certain things that are not going to work in your favor.
It's like Method Man performed at the Hot 97, the Summer Jam thing. I heard about that. Yeah, and he said nah, because he just realised that that's not his audience.
It's not your audience.
It's where it is. Cool. Okay. All right. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna go into the ads in a bit. We're gonna find out a little bit more about where you are right now. You've got a new single out right now, so we're gonna talk about that. You know what? I'm really bad with videos. Do you make visuals for your songs?
Yeah.
You do? Yeah. I don't ever watch videos, you know. Okay, so what's that process like? Do you do it for all your songs, or do you pick and choose what songs to make videos for?
I pick and choose. It's a finance thing sometimes, like...
Right, yeah.
If it's worth it. I love making music videos though.
Really?
Yeah, it's great.
Could you be an actor, do you reckon?
Nah.
But you like making... So why do you like making the music videos?
I like the end product. Like it's just it's definitely like a lot of hard work on the day, but when you see the finished product and you're like able to put like a visual to a sound that you made, it like proper brings it to life as well. Are
you always involved in the treatment for all your videos as well? So it's your creation effectively.
I am used to be, and then I am kind of starting to hand it off, and then I feel like it started to go a bit better.
Really?
Yeah, like sometimes I'm a bit like, no, this like I like nitpick at certain things.
Fair, okay. But now you hand it off to the professionals.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I'm still here in the studio, joined by my special guest. Special guest, you want to introduce yourself to anybody who might be just joining us right now?
James Aaron.
He's in the building. James. Okay, so we were talking, what were we talking about? At the very beginning, actually, we were speaking off air about... Oh, by the way, I think my mics might have been on during the ads, but anyway, that is what it is. We didn't say nothing too crazy. We were talking about music that you make. So when I played a track that I really am a fan of yours from way back. When was that? That was 2020? When was that? Cool, think about it now. It's going to be a good 5 years?
I think it was like...
4 years?
No. I think it was 2020. It was either 2020 or 2019, but I think...
Wow, look at that. Yeah, because before, definitely... Oh, no, it was before COVID. I'm sure it was before COVID.
I think it was before COVID.
Yeah, so it'll be 19, yeah. Crazy.
Yes.
A long time ago. Wow. But yeah, so you were saying that a lot of artists don't listen to their own music.
Yeah, they don't, no.
And why is that?
I think that there's different reasons. Like sometimes, yeah, you have listened to it so much because you're trying to get it perfect that when it finally comes out,
yeah, you're
not as enthusiastic about it, you know, or it feels a bit cringe sometimes. Like you listen to your music, even though it might be good, you like. I don't really know.
Yeah, but what's your reason? Because you find it cringe, personally?
I personally listen to my music.
Do you like your voice?
Yeah.
Do you like your talking voice?
Nah. Nah.
Okay. What's your favourite song that you've ever made?
That's a tricky one because, like every time I release something, I'm like, I think this one's my favourite.
Yeah.
I think probably 3 words.
Okay. Because I remember, like, when you had your, I thought you were going to say Ashanti. Because when you used to speak about that song, I used to feel that you really genuinely just loved that song.
I do, and this is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. You know, that would have been my guess.
Yeah, like now that you mentioned that, I'm like, yeah, maybe that.
Yeah. See, I could feel it when you used to speak about it, I could feel that you actually genuinely, really, really love that song. When you make songs, what do you look for in terms of inspiration, or how do you get inspired by for writing and creating songs? Just everyday life?
Yes, yeah, like everyday life, things that I've been through, or like things that I've actually seen my friends go through. Yeah, because as an artist, you you're basically a storyteller, so I don't have to be going through that personally.
Yeah.
But I can tell someone else's story as well. So yeah, kind of that. But on like a daily basis when I'm writing, I don't really look for inspiration. Like I just start writing.
Okay.
Like I feel like if you wait for inspiration, sometimes it takes a bit too long to come.
Do you ever struggle for inspiration?
No.
Never?
No.
There's always something.
No, I haven't practiced enough times to not do it. Yeah.
Fair. So you got the new single out now. What's it called?
10:30.
What inspired this?
Do you know what? I wanted a song that just was vibes. Like I didn't want it to have too many lyrics.
Yeah.
I didn't want verse, chorus, bridge.
Why?
Like I just wanted that song that was simple, that people could sing along to, but like proper vibes.
Yeah.
And we came out with 10:30. So like when I was in the studio, I heard the beat and I was like, this is a vibe. And like it wasn't the beat that it is now, like it was like very stripped back at that time, but I felt the vibe and I just started singing 10:30 on there.
But is there anything that you'd seen that day or that week or anything that helped you when you were actually writing lyrics for it? Yeah. Anything that actually helped you, or was it just at that moment that's how you felt?
It was literally just a moment.
Yeah. Okay.
A moment.
All right, first, let's get it on. 10:30, bye. Go introduce yourself.
Oh, sorry.
That's the signal. That's what the signal means. I always like people to. So I prefer when the artist introduces their own song. I shouldn't even say the 10:30 to be honest with you. Right, I'm gonna let you introduce it. I'm gonna hit play on it.
It's your boy James Aaron, and you're gonna tune into my new single 10:30. I hope you guys feel the vibes.
The beat London. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
James Aaron with 10:30 here in the studio, The Beat London 103.6 FM. So we were talking while we were playing that, and we were talking about inspiration before we went into that, and we were talking in the background of air about your 2024, the fact that you hadn't released any music, and I was saying how I didn't even know you had released this one because Instagram's a bit of a hater sometimes. Yeah. Let's touch on why you hadn't released any music in 2024. What?
Yeah, you know what, like in the end of 2023, I was thinking about my career, and I was thinking that, you know what, the top of the year I always have plans that I want to release like 9 singles, 2 EPs, but I'm never able to really achieve it. And I was just thinking about it, I was praying about it as well, and I kind of just felt that I needed to slow down so I'm able to speed up. And that's something that I didn't do for long, because as an artist, like, you feel that pressure of like, I've got to release, otherwise people won't think I'm consistent, or people are waiting. But it's like, you've created these things, you know, like a lot of people don't really care. Unless you're like a major artist, but it's like, so for me it was like, bam, what I'm gonna do is slow down. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of music, and I'm gonna take my time with a strategy. I'm not just gonna release music and think, oh, it's gonna go viral, everyone's gonna hear it. Like, I'm gonna spend time to actually craft out, you know, what I want to do. And that's what I done for like most of 2024. Okay. And then
so the plan's set, you know what you're doing. 2025, I'm not going to ask you about your plan, but 2025, what is the plan? Not the plan that you've set out, but what is your plan? Release more music, EPs, albums, visuals?
So like
live performances. What can we see from you?
So I've got a few singles prepared already. I actually have the visuals for them. I actually have an EP prepared.
They're already made and just sitting there ready.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what 2024 was for.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
that's the background work.
Yeah, like to get things ready, like the prep. I've got a whole bunch of music that is like just sitting there ready to be released. So yeah, man. I think this year, like, people are gonna hear the James Aaron sound. I feel like before I was jumping around a little bit. Maybe not to some people, but for me, I feel like there's a lot of things that I'm able to do in terms of making music. Like the first single I ever released was literally like a house song.
Was it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I love house music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I released that, and then right after that, it was kind of like a soul R&B song. And then after that, I think it was Wish You Were after that.
Oh, really? Okay. So it was early in your journey then. I didn't realise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't consistent back then, so like I released my first single in 2017.
Okay.
And then I released my second single like a year later.
fair.
So like, you know.
Yeah. But still, that's 2-3 years in. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got all that. But you said you're going to be releasing loads of music. It's all sitting there ready to go. Are you going to release as a project or individuals?
Both.
Yeah. Okay.
Both. Yeah.
We having a party again? When's the last time we had that one over in Shoreditch somewhere? Another release party we having?
Do you know what? First of all, I got to give you your props. You are like the best supporter ever, you know.
Why? What did I do?
You said the party.
Yeah.
Live show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, from the top of my career, I feel like you've always been supporting.
Oh, man like me, come on, I'm thinking of the what?
No. Like,
okay. Yeah,
like literally, every time I shout you and I say, listen, I've got a live show, come down, you're like, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, fair, yeah. Do you say that? But I've only been to one.
No, you've been to 2.
Oh, have I? Oh, okay. Oh,
no,
yeah,
you
there's
went to
one.
2.
Yeah. Shoreditch, both ends of Shoreditch.
Well, yeah, Shoreditch.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, man like me, where's my bomber? Okay, too late for that, but okay, cool. Yeah, big myself up, pat myself on the back. Cool.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
but it's not. But thank you for inviting me anyway. It's nice to be invited. So.
Yeah, man.
And you got to remember, like sometimes, so I'll be here, like for example, I'll be here, supporting you, whatever you might be doing, and then you might have a party or you might have a launch or whatever you might be doing. Don't even know who I am. That happens all the time, so I appreciate you for even remembering to invite me. So
absolutely,
there's two ways.
I actually think it's important, like for you, like I've like seen the way that you operate when it comes to independent artists, and like you proper like celebrate, you play them. So like for me, I'm like, if I've got a live show, I'm definitely going to invite you. There's other people that I definitely might want to invite, but if there's been someone that has been supporting your music and has been cheerleading you, they need to be a part of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, so for me,
it's funny.
Pick up yourself, bro.
Yeah, come on. But it's funny because I say this to people, and it's kind of mad. But artists can be the most self-centered and selfish people going. You know, they forget you quick. Trust me.
Yeah.
They forget you, so I appreciate you. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Right, we're gonna get a live performance from you soon. But is there anything else that you want to get off your chest to let people know about yourself? Anything going on, or let people know now's your time? Now's your time.
Yeah, man, follow me on socials first of all. You can follow me on Instagram. If you type in James Aaron, I think I'm at that point where I'm like the first person that comes up.
James AA.
Yeah. Yes, AARON. It's James Aaron. You can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me in all of the socials. Definitely watch out. Like I am dropping a new single next month. Watch out for that.
So what kind of how are you going to drop them every 3 months? Is that the idea?
The idea is every month, but
so you've got 12 tracks in the bag ready to go.
I've got I have 4 singles that are ready to go.
Yeah.
And then an EP.
Jeez. And so the EP's tracks that you wouldn't have released.
So so they are not singles basically. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You think that's what you're saying, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but when I released 1030, it kind of went wrong. As I was saying to you, like this some weird thing happened where I released it on all of like the digital platforms, and one of my friends called me up and basically said to me that I'm listening to your song now, and is it meant to skip like that?
Oh wow, really?
So then I literally went to Spotify, and it turned out that the song actually skipped a whole section and then put that section right at the end of the song. So the song finished and that section came in after.
Why did that happen?
in the whole history of me listening to music, I've never heard it.
Yeah, that's mad.
So I like contacted them, never got back to me. So I had to take it down and then upload it with someone else. So the whole thing, it kind of messed up my timeline a little bit.
Yeah.
But
it's out now.
We're back.
Yeah, fair. Okay, so go stream that up, people. 10:30. James Aaron is AARON. It's not ARN. It's AARN. So James Aaron AARON.